All right, I'm doing a upside down rhubarb cake, and it's also going to be gluten-free. So these are my ingredients. The first thing that I'm going to work with is the rhubarb. We're going to get that in the pan. Got a description on the recipe, and you'll see, be able to read that. But first thing, we're going to get the rhubarb going in the pan, and I've got the oven on. So taking the rhubarb and part of my sugar over. All right.
We added butter and brown sugar, vanilla extract, and the rhubarb to the pan. Just cooking it until the sugar dissolves. We're adding the egg whites into the bowl, making sure that we have clean egg whites. If you have yolk in there, they will not whisk as well. Whisk this until we get a little bit of a foam. You can see how it's starting to get foamy. We'll add a pinch of salt. Just get the pinch of salt in there and let that continue to whisk. And then we need our apple cider vinegar. We're going to add the apple cider vinegar in and let that whisk. Our next step will be some sugar, and we're going to let that add in and whip this until we get a medium stiff peak. You can continue whipping the egg whites to a stiff peak. Next step is to add the yolks into a bowl. Then we add the cardamom and lemon zest. Make sure you get all the cardamom out of your glass. And then we'll add the sugar in and whisk all this together until the sugar is dissolved into the egg yolks. And then we'll hold that. Add the almond flour, baking powder, and salt into the bowl and whisk everything together. Make sure it's completely mixed. And then we'll add the flour mixture into our egg yolk mixture and use a rubber spatula to get everything incorporated. So once it's incorporated, we're going to take this mixture and we'll add that into our egg whites. Add it one scoop at a time and make sure everything is completely incorporated, scraping down the sides as needed. Our mixture, once incorporated, is ready to go on top of the rhubarb mixture in our skillet. So we take the mixture of the egg whites and egg yolks and flour and spoon that on top of our skillet. Put the skillet in the preheated oven. And we're going to set our timer for 30 minutes. Let it bake. And once baked, it's beautifully brown on top. Invert that onto a plate, and here's the finished product. And here is your recipe. Enjoy. Let us know what other items you'd like to see.